ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Thursday, July 3rd, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in Balram Bose's house in Calcutta. It was the day of the return car festival. The Lord of the universe was worshipped in Balram's house as Jagannath. There was a small car in the house for the use during the car festival. Car festival is Ratha Yatra. Ratha Yatra is one of the important celebrations in temples. The God who is worshipped in the temple is placed in the Garbhagudi. It is equal to the heart of man, and the temple construction is also usually done in such a way as if a man is lying down with his feet towards the main door, head towards the opposite to the main door, as if he is lying down. And the heart-sent place is the place where the Garbha Mandira is placed. The Garbha Mandira, inside the Lord is there in the heart of man, as if it is lying position. It is man lying down. The whole temple will be in its form. And straight above the heart place is the crown or the dome of the temple, through which as if the man's look, the lying down person's look is into the infinite sky. The soul within the heart is aspiring as if to merge in the infinite. The kalasha, the topmost spike over the dome, is one-pointed, as if the soul is with one attention, undivided attention. It is looking at the infinite to go and merge in the infinite. It is exactly what it is there within us. We have two existences, one spiritual existence and one bodily existence. Bodily existence is bound to this world, and the spiritual existence is open to the infinite. From within, we call it the 10th door. Body has 9 doors, 2 eyes, 2 ears, and all these holes as if in the body. And one door is deep within at the heart. As we suppose we take an inward journey, bodily existence, the pranic, the energy level, then the senses, one by one layer, then the mind. Beyond the mind is intellect. Intellect is the last layer belonging to the Prakriti. There is a region which is common to the bodily existence and spiritual existence, but doesn't belong to both. Neither belongs to Prakriti nor to Chaitanya. This is called pure awareness. The awareness. Awareness is independent of mind. Mind is external sheath. It is innermost. Touching the other side is as if it is a wall. On the other side is our threshold. The other side is spiritual existence. This side is the bodily existence. They both meet in the awareness. So here we find the deep within us, the heart of man. Heart means it is not physical heart, it is not feeling heart, it is existential heart. I exist. Where is that I? That part is called the core of our existence, that is called the heart of man. There you can see your own spiritual existence and the absolute existence, the Shuddha Chaitanya and the Vyashti Chaitanya meeting each other, Jivatman and Paramatman lying together. So the soul is bound to the bodily existence because it has karmic load and karmic bondage. That is, it is bound through the tendencies it has acquired. The acquired tendencies, till it become neutralized, till it become totally extinguished. The soul cannot be released to remain, to become one with the Absolute. So a small portion, as if it is the Chaitanya, as if it is made into a small portion and taken away and bound to the bodily existence. It is just like a pot kept. The inner space is one with the outer space. Even if you take a ball, totally enclosed ball, there is the inner space and outer space. Inner space is one with the outer space because space is pervading the ball. It is not outside and inside separately. The wall of the ball has not separated the space but occupied it. Suppose I put the ball inside the water, then it displaces. This ball doesn't displace space, it occupies space. If I put it suppose I fill it with water and keep in water, the wall is separating the inner water and outer water. But when space is concerned, there is inner space, outer space, and space pervading also. The space pervades even the walls. It is pervading the whole pot or the ball and pervading it. It is there. When the ball is there, it is pervading it. When ball is there, it is there still. So it appears, the wall of the ball is making it appear as if it is separating. But space cannot be separated. It cannot be. It is indivisible existence. It cannot be divided. It is seamless. There is no stitching in between. So, suppose I have a pipe. The pipe I cut, it is separated. And suppose I weld it, it has become one. There is a seam, there is a stitch, there is again welding is there. It is no more one continuous pipe which was there earlier. It appears to be one, but here there is no cutting and joining or anything. It cannot be. It is undivided. It cannot be divided. Space cannot be divided. You cannot make it to pieces. So it pervades, because it is indivisible, it pervades the whole existence. Though my Chaitanya is one with the universal Chaitanya, and universal Chaitanya itself is there, I am not actually there. Still, the bodily existence, because of the bodily existence and perceived by mind and senses and by intellect, main part is intellect and mind, is perceiving it. intellect is understanding it as if it is separate. But it is, the Chaitanya is never separate. There is one Chaitanya pervading the whole universe and standing beyond. So that is there in the heart as the Antaryami, indweller. So this, now the inner and outer is just a mark. So in the car festival, as if God is sitting in the heart of man, it is more made clear. Body is a car, as if it is moving here and there. And then inside, actually, the bodily existence, the Lord is sitting within. And He is moving and He is working, He is doing. We feel we are doing, I am doing. Because the consciousness is universal consciousness projecting through this body. As if we, actually, what is this projection means? The presence is making as if all are conscious. The mind is thinking it is conscious. But consciousness is just pervading it, touching it, and making it. The individual consciousness is giving it an authority, making it alive. Mind alive. My mind is matter, pertaining to Prakriti. Prakriti cannot have independent existence or cannot have action. So this touch of consciousness is life. The consciousness expressing through matter is life. So mind, it immediately, it becomes awakened. Mind starts thinking. Senses start perceiving. If the consciousness is withdrawn as if in sleep or death, it no more perceives. Again, when he wakes up or acquires a new body, again all this becomes alive. If in sleep, I separate from it totally. My consciousness, individual consciousness separates. So they enter into inactive state. Again pervades, it comes to waking state. So this touch, now this Lord is sitting, everything is working with His will. Every life is there because of His will. He is pervading it and occupying and moving about as the Jiva. The Ishvara is moving about in this world as Jiva. This is the most important basis of Shiva Jnana, Jiva Seva. Sri Ramakrishna, the ancient Hindu tradition, Vedic tradition, he brings alive again. Look upon everyone is divine. It is God projecting through the body. It is when God projects through the body, the Chaitanya projects through the body, it is alive. If it is not there, it is dead body. It starts rotting and going back to the source. So this is exemplified, practically shown through the car festival. God's image is kept there and it is made to move. So many devotees pull that car. It is not self-driven or mechanically driven. It is just cart. Car, we use the term in English, chariot, rathotsava. It has a basis in Kathopanishad. Atmanam rathinam vijdi. Shariram tu rathamevacha. Body is the ratha and Lord is the indweller, the Lord of the Lord sitting in the chariot. So Atma, the self itself, is the owner and sitting there. Lord, it is His car only. He has existence elsewhere. His existence is all pervading. He is there in every body. He is projecting, and this is highlighted. So car festival refers mainly to see everyone, in every body, God resides, to make it clear. Similarly, in temples when we go, we do pradakshina. That is pradakshina. I am moving, circumambulating, I am moving in the temple, holding the God to my right always. When I take the God, I keep the God in my right place and take myself his left place. He has to look after me. As if I am a child and he is a mother. Mother keeps the child always to its left, her left, so that she can feed, she can serve. If she keeps on the right, she cannot. A left-hander can do. But usually most of the people and almost all people have the right hand movements. So to feed the child, to take care of it, to protect it from all dangers, it needs the child to be on its left. So whoever takes the left is a sign that the one who is at the right is taking care of it. So we take the left side of the God and move about. You are my mother, I am your child, as if. So this is another aspect in the Jiva and this one, Ishvara, the Deepotsava. Deepotsava is thousands of lights are illumined. The whole temple, wherever there is place, in the roofs and here and there, on the windows, everywhere they keep the lamps burning. As soon as it is dusk, they start lighting it. It will be usually dark night, where even starlight won't be there, as if. There is no sun, there is no moon, there is no moonlight. It is dark night. And all the temple, every bit of the temple is illumined. The Deepotsava, Deepa lamp is lighted, and God with the center, every lamp is like a jiva, an individual soul with body living. The light the lamp is emitting is Atman, and the lamp in which wick and oil is put, the container is supposed to be the body. The fire is the life force, prana. So all this, and oil is the food. We live like lamps here. Food is there, nature has provided. Life force is there. I am able to eat, see, perceive, catch, eat, digest, everything is going on, prana shakti, and it is constantly illuminating. Lamp is illuminating. The illumination is Atman. So bodily existence, there is Atman within, and all the jivas are circling round the Ishvara Lord, as if they are the planets round the sun. So innumerable God and His projection as jivas. These are the main things. And here, there in the Balram's house, there is car festival. Balram's father was a pious Vaishnava who devoted most of his time to prayer and meditation. Most of his time. Sri Ramakrishna says, worldly activities do not need much of the mind, because most of the work we do is mechanical work, and same thing we are doing every day, whether it is sweeping or cleaning or bringing the flowers or making garland or cooking, everything is a routine, which we know it can automatically go on. Just a little mind is, Sri Ramakrishna says, 75% of the mind you can take out from the day-to-day activities. Giving it lot of freedom to think of all things we are going to do and plan. The 75% is unnecessary thinking and wasting of time. So give that 75% of mind, keep it at the feet of Lord God, and with 25% do your work of duties of life. This 25% is more than enough. Unimaginable dimension, it will be sufficient. How much are we going to work? Most of the work is mechanical, what we do every day. No creativity, nothing to do new and improvements, changes. So actually it requires 5 to 10% of the mind. But Sri Ramakrishna says at least 25% you give to the world and 75% you give to God. And it can be done. And as the mind, more and mind, it is able to sit at the feet of God. And the worldly activities are happening automatically by the God's participation, nature's participation. Smoothly it starts going because most of the part of your mind you are keeping at the feet of God. Then a day comes when totally it is taken over, the responsibility is taken over. Somebody comes and tells, I will look after. God makes the arrangements that everything is going on smooth. There he is totally free. So to keep the mind on God, Balram's father was a devoted person. Most of his time he spent in prayer and meditation. In his garden house at Vrindavan, he also studied devotional books and enjoyed the company of devotees. Almost all religion you see, the Vedic times, the satras, the places where all the enlightened souls and the seekers of God and these people will meet to exchange their knowledge and understanding. Satras were there, later on temples were there, churches were there, masjids were there. So many places, almost all religion have a place where they can exclusively devote it to the thought of divine. The ancient churches you can imagine, some nunneries also, where they used to totally live independent of the whole external world, devoting themselves to prayers and meditation, thinking of God and prayers. Like that, every monastery, Buddhist monasteries you can see, how they renounce the world, Buddhist monks, how they used to live and devote themselves to. So every place, now after Sri Ramakrishna's coming, we see again meditation taking the fine roots in Hinduism, which was given less importance. The worship and all, in which small amount of meditation is there, dhyana, before invoking the God, from the heart to the external object of worship. So otherwise, the most of the ritualistic part was there. And now after Sri Ramakrishna's coming, the ritualist part is reduced to minimum required to keep the flow going on and tradition to continue. That much of, and it is beautifully designed for the evolution of Jiva. So rest of the time is spent in two ways. One is service oriented towards the world, service of the inner community in which we live. And other important part is the time that we spend for meditation and spiritual practices, including the studies. Adhyayana is a part of the sadhana. There we see three things split into: one is service to the world, one is the adhyayana, studies, seva, adhyayana, and spiritual practices like meditation and other spiritual practices, japa, dhyana, then contemplation, lila, dhyana. All these come into picture, including the worship. Patana is also there, chanting. So we see father was a pious Vaishnava. He spent most of his time in meditation and prayer in the garden house of Vrindavan. The house is in Calcutta. They have a small place made for these people to do sadhana. It is in Vrindavan garden. They had a garden house. He also studied devotional books and enjoyed the company of devotees. An important discipline, that is to be with devotees. Satsanga, it is a satsanga, bhakta sangha. All will be of this tuned to the same awareness of presence of God and singing the names and glories of God, exchanging the thoughts regarding God. What I have studied today, what I have understood today, what I have learned today. Balram had brought his father from Calcutta to meet the Master. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.